Hey team, welcome to the Step Outside YouTube channel. If you want to see more fishing action just like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.
G'day team, welcome to the Step Outside studio, where today we're going to be talking about micro jigging. Now it's a fantastic craze, it's taken over the country for those after big fish on light tackle. Fair enough, years ago we used to go out there and use the heavier 250, 300 gram jigs for kingies and amberjacks, snapper, pearl perch, the list goes on. But of course your arms do get a little bit tired, so we thought we'd break it down a bit and go something much lighter, such as these little Colt snipers. A fantastic 40 gram jig, great for the shallow water. We'll get into that shortly on how to actually tie these on, but let's get into the gear first. Because to start with, what I'm going to be running here is a nice light reel. This is the Shimano, of course it's the C5000 XG Stratic, a great little outfit. This thing will pull up a truck. Like, it is a great little reel that's got plenty of power and plenty of pressure on the poundage when it comes to the drag settings. I'm running 30-pound Power Pro braid on that. It's the Lumo green color, and I've also got here matched up perfectly to a 702 SW Shimano dual rod. Now, the beauty of this rod that I like personally is it's a two-piece, so you can undo it and easily stows away without getting busted, because the tips are fairly light on these as well. So let's get it together now and put our leader on before we actually head out onto the water. So the gear I'm using here, again, my braid, and I've also got some leader material. The leader I'm running here is the 40-pound Tiagra leader. It's a soft, supple sort of a leader, fantastic leader, and I reckon about 7 feet of that or a rod length will be more than adequate. So this is how we tie our knot, everyone. So I run about 30 centimeters of tag line on the braid and 30 centimeters of tag line on the leader. I just cross them over like so. So what I do now is I just grab the braid and I wrap it along the fluorocarbon leader, and then I just use a tag end to go around the loop. So it's wrapping around both fluorocarbon and braid lines. 5 or 6 times more than enough. From here, I'm going to pull that leader away and pull the braid tag end tight. Not too tight though, just so that little knot has formed here. Now I do the same mirror image using, of course, the fluorocarbon leader. Form a loop, wrap the tag end around the braid and the leader. About 5 times on this side because it's a bit thicker, it'll hold. Like so. And then from here, again, pull the tag end of that leader and pull it away so those twists pull together. Again, not too tight. From here, I'm just going to pull the main leader of the fluorocarbon and the main braid line. This is the double uni knot. You can use an FG knot if you want. I like these knots, they're really simple. You can tie them in your sleep. Pull the knots nice and tight by pulling both the braid tag end and the braid main line, and the same with the fluorocarbon, and then pull it in nice and tight together, and that knot will take up. Perfect. Grab yourself a pair of braid scissors, snip it off nice and close. Same deal with your tag end on your leader there, like that, done. So there's our knot, beautifully done there. So I've got about 7 foot of main leader going on here, but I want to talk to you about, of course, the jigs now, because they do go on heavy weights. If you're fishing around 300 or 400 or even 500 feet of water, you want to go about a 300 to 400 gram lure, such as this Osha. These are great little jigs. These are like a flutter type of jig, a butterfly style jig. Lots of different colors as well, lots of glow in these. Here they absolutely work a treat on pearl perch, snapper, and the list goes on. Really, really good lure. But for micro jigging, we're not going to use that. We're going for this little puppy here. This is the Colt Sniper 42 gram. Okay, it's a combi Twashi. I think that's how they say it, but nonetheless, it's a great little lure. Look at that, looks like a little pilchard, if anything. I'm going to tie my leader straight around onto that fully welded O-ring. And I'll tell you why. All I do here now for our main one is I'm just going to do a single uni knot. You can do a couple of different twists up, 6 twists up, 4 twists back, sort of like a locked blood knot, so to speak. Not going to do that. Again, pull that down. Now I'll put this up to my mouth. I'll pull that tag in. Be careful not to get the hooks in your lip. Seen one bloke do that. Because it wasn't me, I laughed. Shouldn't laugh, everyone, Could have been really dangerous. And just take away and cut off that part of it there. So what we've got here is our main line has gone to, of course, that fully enclosed O-ring. So if we get a snag or something happens, or your lure goes into some rocky areas, and of course you get snagged up, and when you bust off, what's going to happen? Or if the split ring pulls, you're still connected to that main O-ring, and that main O-ring is connected straight to the hook. Okay, so there we have it. All I do here now, take up our slack, wind it through. These little rods here also have a little hook keeper down the end there. As you can see, wind him up and it's ready to go. That's our micro jigging outfit. It's an outfit that I find is nice and light. It's uniform, it's well weighted, a beautifully, lightly, perfectly weighted outfit ready to go micro jigging. Let's step outside and give her a test.
Got him out and he got me straight back in. So we got him out of the hole. Let's pull him up. Those small micro jigs, really good way. Little pinky. Yeah, baby. Just taking that little Shimano jig right down his gullet. I'll come in closer for you, because what generally happens is these fish are quite aggressive. You can see he's really attacked that little micro jig, and that's exactly what we want him to do. So once you find your, let him go. Once you find your bait fish down there, it's just a matter of dropping the jig down and just giving it that flick up, flick down, flick up, let it back down, flick up, and then give it a retrieve. Basically, if there's a fish in the school down there, or just hovering around the school of bait or anything like that, or a bit of a hunger or an appetite at that stage, he will come up and absolutely smash it. We've already been through the gear, we've already gone through the leader, and it really is testament to say that fish went straight into a rock, but going upstream, pulled him out, and I've still got no abrasion on that fluorocarbon leader. I'll get him back down and see how we go again. Really gauging the sander as well. Looking for the bait. When you find the bait balls on the bottom and the fish are schooling around them, it's a perfect situation to be micro jigging. And there are different techniques, but this is a technique that I find to be easy, it's not strenuous on the body, and you catch good fish. Oh, still got it on. The hooks on the micro jigs are small, really small. So if you get a good fish, generally you'll get him up, but also there is that chance that you'll just lip him. And because there's a lot of bommies down below, I've got a very, very, very tough drag on my little 5000 Stratic here. So I don't want to get bricked into the snags down below. So that's the price you have to pay, and that is get him up or you lose him. Nice fish on the sounder. Reef on fishing, it's only shallow here. This is a beautiful eating fish. This one here is part of the mangrove jack family, or part of the Lugentis family. It's called a Moses perch, and absolutely stunning fish. He's not a record breaker, but a fish of that size is really hard to go past when you just want a nice, easy, beautiful, fresh fish meal.
Now here's some tips for micro jigging. A light 4 to 8 kilogram spin or overhead combo is ideal. Grab a rod length of 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, a variety of micro jigs. They could bite anything, make sure it's small though. Work the shallow grounds, locate the bait balls, then drop the jig to the bottom with a slow flick retrieve. Have fun.
Have a look at this, everyone. This is a flounder. He's just scooching around on the surface. A weird looking fish, if I must say so myself. Have a look at him, eh? How gorgeous are you, buddy? Hello, champ. It's okay. Hello. What? Oh, crap. Oh, he's hidden. He's under here. Hang on. Oh, there he goes. He's hidden. He's under here. There he is. Have a look at this, guys. Have a look at this. Gotcha. This is a flounder. They too come up here and feed. But what a weird looking fish. They've got two eyes on the one side of their head, very similar to a halibut. They grow to around over 100 pounds and they jig them. Over in the English Channel in those areas, but in the colder waters. But these little beauties are beautiful on the plate whole. I'm not going to keep him, I'll let him go. Do you know when they're born, they're actually born with an eye on either side of their face. And then as they get older, that eye swings around. So in the end, they have two eyes on the one side. You're a magnificent little fish, buddy. There you go. I didn't think he thought the same of me. Fish on. Thank you, Butter. I'll tell you what, this little Nassie is absolutely killing it. So this particular lure here we're using is again, look at that, good on you, buddy. Come here, mate. Oh, gone again. Is the Xeric live shrimp. Live mullet, is it? We just swapped over. Here he is. Come here, mate. Up. Yep, got him. Yes. Beautiful. Nice fish, buddy. Well done. Yeah, nice. So that is the Nassie. It's the 5,000. I'm running the 4 to 8 kilo jewel here. Fantastic, and of course, that Xeric live mullet. So you've got the live shrimps. They kill them up here on the shrimps. They're killing them on the mullet as well. We'll get him out. Have a look at this for a fish. Mate, that's a pretty good thing because when you are working these waters here too, Justin, it seriously, you just got to keep pounding these areas and casting, but you can see the fish on that live scope, which is quite amazing. There we go. Come here, buddy. Hey. It's barramundi. Yeah, it's all right, eh? So there's the lure, mate. So tell me, that particular lure here in these waters, what does it resemble?
Bony brim. So that one's the 4.5 inch live mullet.
Yep.
Nice little natural colour, that one, but they've got that articulated swimming action.
Yep.
Can use them like a vibe, slow roll, or that really erratic jerk. So
I've caught 1 million flathead on those things.
yeah, dynamite lure for just about anything that swims.
Pretty much. It's a very natural looking bait. So it comes back to that old match the hatch analogy where you can really get out there and use the right bait for the right lure and you'll come up trumps with some pretty good fish. And here's just another testament of a fantastic barramundi. Good on you, mate.
Well done.
Thanks, Joss. They're bouncing around at the surface. I'm going to get another lure in. We'll let this fish go. That is gold, I'll tell you what. There's fish bouncing around, the sun's just going down. And I'm going to continue here on this live mullet and see how it goes. But I'll tell you what, coming out here, Gladstone Fly & Sport Fishing, Justin and I, legendary effort there, mate. You've brought us out, we've been fishing out here a few times with you now. Conquered the barra, as far as I'm concerned. We've caught fish, so that's what it's all about. And also it just goes to show no matter what the time of the year is, using the right electronics, you're going to know that the fish are pounding everywhere out here.
Absolutely, yeah. Like it's a common myth, winter time, not
Yeah.
good for impoundment barra.
Yep.
Middle of winter now, just about to kick on July, 19-degree water temp, and we're still getting, what do we get this afternoon? 8 or 9 bites. So
Yeah.
incredible.
It's all firing up there. So the fish are pouncing. I'm going to get this lure back in. There you have it. Come and check him out when you're on your way up here to beautiful Gladstone, Lake Awonga. Nice work.
G'day guys, Justin I here from Gladstone Fly and Sport Fishing. Well, we've just had an epic session on the Barra here this afternoon, and now we're just on sunset. It's just starting to get dark. So one really important safety tip is to always record your track in that GPS plotter. I'm using the Garmin 8416. I've recorded that through on my contours map so I can see exactly where I'm going to get back to that ramp. The last thing you want to do is to be coming home in the dark and run across some submerged timber. The other big tip, always keep your navigation lights on. Always remember guys, stay safe when you step outside.
Hey team, thanks for watching the Step Outside YouTube channel. If you want to see more fishing action like this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep up to date with what's happening in your neck of the woods and our neck of the woods. It's going to be great viewing, great watching. It's all coming up on the Step Outside YouTube channel. Take it easy.